What's up, everybody? Today's video, I'm gonna do a Monday Night Raw review. This show wasn't bad, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. I gotta give it 5 out of 10. A lot of YouTubers like C Jackson, everybody say it's gonna be a shit show and all this other stuff. There's gonna be some real niggas who's gonna keep it real, tell them what they like and what they should do and what they don't like. So I'm one of them niggas who's gonna tell you what I think about this show, right? So like I said, this show is a 5.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna break down everything that happened to you tonight, and I'm gonna talk about how I feel and what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Seth Rollins comes out. He says, "What do you guys want from me?" Everybody starts chanting, "CM Punk, CM Punk." Seth Rollins says, "Exactly. You're chanting CM Punk, and you want to chant the OTC. Now you're barking for Braun Breaker, and you want to sing my song." You know what I'm saying? That song is really annoying. Like, we need to change Seth Rollins' song. If we're not changing the song, this group is going to be one of the worst factions of all time. It's the same Seth Rollins, bro. We need to switch the clothes up. The whole uniforms is really get out of line. You know what I'm saying? He says, "I don't care what you guys want." You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's good for you. You know what I'm saying? So basically he's telling everybody that you don't know what the hell you want. You get something, you complain. So that's basically what he's telling these fans. You complain, and you want something, and you guys don't want it. He says, "You need a visionary like me, and the things you have are because of me. And without Roman Reigns, without me, there's no Roman Reigns. There wouldn't be no Roman Reigns, no OTC, no Tribal Chief." I disagree and agree with this fact, right? See, I disagree because Roman Reigns got put on by Dusty Rhodes and his family, right? So without the family and Dusty Rhodes, Roman Reigns would have been WWE. Like, Roman Reigns could be a main event star without Seth Rollins. You know what I mean? And I agree, because Roman Reigns sucks, and he kind of need to be in a faction, and him being by himself really sucked. So we really wouldn't see any main event material in him. We would just see him being a jobber or put him in an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. You feel me? So I agree and I disagree with this fact, right? He says CM Punk. CM Punk is back. CM Punk is back because everybody knows I hate him, and WWE wants to promote the fact that I hate CM Punk and I want him out of this fucking company. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't understand. That fact, I just think he's just sucking off CM Punk at this point. It's really annoying. I don't want to see CM Punk for Seth Rollins again. But we're probably going to see that. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas got beef, so let him run one more match and move on from here. He says, "I'm the past and the present. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are the future." I fucking disagree for now, because Braun Breaker's being treated as a lackey. Unless Seth Rollins wins the championship and Braun Breaker goes after him for WrestleMania, then yes, Braun Breaker is the future. But if we're not doing anything by next year, then fuck this group. You know what I mean? Bronson Reed, it'd easily be a United States champion if he wanted to. But we gotta see what goes on from here. So up next we have Braun Breaker versus Penta. This was a good match. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hate's about. To me it is. They did their motherfucking thing, man. They did their thing. You know what I'm saying? They went back and forth with their moves. Braun Breaker hits a spear mid-air, gets the pin, and wins the match, right? This was crazy, man. He almost broke this nigga in half. The woman out front was shocked, right? Really, Braun Breaker's got a good ass spirit, right? And you're over here making him as a fucking lackey. He could easily be like Brock Lesnar and become champion. You could take somebody like Bronson Reed and Theory to be Seth Rollins' lackeys, because Braun Breaker is the guy not to be the lackey. So this is Triple H booking, So at this point, this faction is just a waste of time unless we get new music and we get a new name. What is the name of this faction? What is the name of this faction? Huh? You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to know, man. Up next, we have Goldberg. He has an interview with Michael Cole. In the interview, he says him and his family were having a great time in his hometown, Georgia. I don't understand why he says that. I think he moved to Georgia when he started wrestling, you know what I'm saying? But he grew up in Oklahoma. So just to let everybody know that. So I never understood the whole hometown situation thing. Gunther said he embarrassed him in front of his family. You know what I'm saying? He says he won't embarrass me again. This is going to be my last match. He made me get out of retirement. And he says that I'm going to beat the fuck out of Gunther. I wish they I wish they really unbleep this shit, right? Why do you got to bleep this shit? I don't like that. You see why nobody watches this shit? This is like a fucking Nickelodeon family entertainment show at this point. Really, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Up next, we have Jade Cargill versus Roxanne Perez. The winner will go into the finals to face Asuka. This was a decent match. I really wasn't into it. I was smoking. You know what I'm saying? Going on my phone. I really didn't care about this match. So Jade Cargill gets the win, right? I have a question with WWE. Why in the fuck are you putting crowns on people's heads? You put it on Jade Cargill and the winner of tonight. I'm not even gonna tell you who it is, right? So it's like, what the hell? Why would you put it on Jade Cargill's head knowing damn well people know she's gonna win? I didn't expect her to win. I didn't know who the hell was gonna win, but I knew damn well Jade Cargill was gonna win. I didn't give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted to act like nothing was gonna happen. So what WWE need to do is stop spoiling this shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop spoiling this dumb shit, right? But in reality, everybody knows Jade Cargill was gonna win. So it is what it is. You know. Up next, Gunther comes out. He says Goldberg sucks, and he says I am next. He says I thought a lot about being next and what being next means. He says Goldberg hits the spear and does the jackhammer and does the body slam, and he knows, and he says that because meaning that you're next. He says Goldberg is the most destructive man in his generation. I agree, because Goldberg is a fucking beast. He says, I am the greatest of all time in 2025. This isn't 1999 anymore. I think it's bullshit. Gunther's not the greatest of all time. Gunther sucks on that mic and in that fucking ring. And Triple H is making him look stupid at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's not Gunther's fault. You know, Gunther should be wrestling more. He should be, you know what I'm saying, beating people up more. He should be wrestling more. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he says that I see a 58-year-old man who can't lace my boots. Dude, Goldberg was killing more niggas bigger than you, and you know what I'm saying, we're eating bigger shits than you. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, Goldberg's a better wrestler than Gunther. Like, Goldberg could really wrestle every fucking week. Gunther doesn't defend his title every week. Goldberg had the best spear. Goldberg had the best jackhammer. So you're gonna try to compare that shit to fucking Gunther's powerbomb. So there's no way Gunther can convince me that he's the greatest of all time. I think it's bullshit. You know? He tells Goldberg to go fishing and apologize to your family because I will end your career and what I'm about to do to you and put you in a wheelchair, right? We got to see what happens, man. We all know damn well that Goldberg's going to bury this dude, or possibly Gunther is going to, like, hurt this dude. So possibly just hurt Goldberg. Listen, man. I don't want to see Goldberg hurt himself, man. I don't want him to hurt himself. I like Goldberg, but I'm trying to tell you, man, he needs to go home. This is not right, man. This is not the good time, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not too that, like, literally, if this was 2006, then yes, man, Goldberg could really go through Cena and Orton and bury their ass if he wanted to. Because Goldberg is Goldberg. And he's fucking 40. But now he's 60. So come on, man. He's going to break his leg. And he's going to be out of breath. He's going to be in an oxygen tank. Do you guys want to see Goldberg in an oxygen tank? No. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Sami Zayn gets bothered again. He gets picked on again by Karrion Kross. You know what I'm saying? Karrion Kross says, you need to switch your clothes up and you need to be more evil. You need to be more aggressive and shit like that. Because Sami Zayn, you will never be World Heavyweight Champion if you're going to be like this. Well, I agree with this because he's never going to be World Champion. Right? He's never going to be World Heavyweight Champion. I don't want to see it. That's like saying that, that's like saying Hornswoggle or fucking, Yoshitatsu should be World Heavyweight Champion. No, they suck. But they have good moves. They're a good in-ring wrestler. They might be entertaining. But that doesn't mean they can be world champion. You know what I'm saying? Christian was entertaining, but I like Christian. Christian's not in this category. Christian was the greatest was one of the charismatic and best wrestlers of all time. He didn't win the Royal Rumble, became world champion. So what the hell makes you think Sami Zayn can win the championship and win the Royal Rumble, man? Come on now. Sami Zayn puts nothing in work to draw money for this company. He just complains and cries, and you know what I'm saying? So then Sami Zayn snaps and punches him in his jaw. Karrion Kross falls to the floor. He says, I will see you at Night of Champions this Saturday, and the match is official. Finally, man. Finally, bro. Finally, WWE is booking their stars, man. Finally, they're giving their superstars time on TV and time on that live TV. Finally, Karrion Kross is getting a match at Night of Champions. Now, what you do after this, you have to have a feud with Sami Zayn. Have another match at SummerSlam. Have Karrion Kross win. And Sami Zayn just, I don't know, give him a couple months and he just snaps. He just goes into his heel character, I guess. I don't know. But for now, here and there, just run a feud between these two, man. You got to give Karrion Kross some time, you know? And maybe Karrion Kross can have an Intercontinental Championship run, you know? But, you know, Karrion Kross cut a good promo at the WrestleMania. And this is where you book your superstars. This is where you book them, my nigga. And if you're not booking them, you're wasting talent. And nobody's going to watch your product. Because you know how many people want to see Karrion Kross on TV? and shit like that. And I know some people don't like Karrion Kross. I get it. But in my opinion, give him some time. Give him some time on TV and give him some shine. What the fuck you doing here, man? Maybe rings will go up. Maybe this is why nobody watch this shit, bro. Up next, we have Becky Lynch versus Bayley for the Intercontinental Championship. This match was actually good, man. You know, they do a lot of brawling. You know what I'm saying? Becky grabs a bunch of chairs and starts burying Bayley. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this shit? Why don't you hit her with a chair and, I don't fucking know, hit her with 10 times of a fucking chair or something. But this is stupid. I don't like it, you know what I mean? Lyra Valkyria comes in and grabs the chairs and helps out Bayley. She argues with Bayley and then she kicks Lyra in her chest. All the women start brawling, right? Lyra comes in and attacks Bayley, costing Bayley the match, and Becky winning by DQ. They all start arguing, right? This is interesting, man. You know, Lyra's coming in helping her friend. Bayley's aggravating and shit, and you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying, like, well, you should turn Lyra heel, man. You know, why don't you turn Lyra heel, bro? Lyra's coming over here costing Bayley opportunities, and no, bro. No. That's not what is going on here. She's helping her friend out, bro. She's helping her friend out, and she might have made a little mistake. It is what it is, right? Bayley's a little aggravated, and if she's gonna get over it, she'll get over it. But if not, if Bayley snaps, she snaps. Feel me? So, still run with the Bayley versus Becky shit, right? Because, like I said, what's the point of turning Lyra heel, you know? Chad Gable runs into Penta backstage. He says some bullshit, right? Some nonsense to Penta, right? He says Braun Breaker beat your ass, right? He threatens to rip his mask off. Penta just snaps, right? Penta just snaps and beats the living shit out of this nigga, right? He starts pounding on him and kicks him in his jaw and rips his arm. Like, firstly, he rips his shoulder. Like, Chad Gable starts screaming and talking about, starts screaming and shit. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, right? So he puts that nigga in hell, right? So that's what happens, Chad. You want to keep messing with people. You know what I'm saying? Raquel comes out. She calls out Rhea Ripley. They start kicking each other's asses. And when Rhea Ripley comes out, right? Start beating each other up, bro. I really fuck with this promo in the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Raquel calls out Rhea and Rhea gets to action. There's no talking. Like, they just get right to it. Start beating each other's heads off. You know what I'm saying? Roxanne comes in. After Rhea picks up Raquel, her big ass up. Roxanne gets a fall, gets up on her. And Raquel slams Rhea through the table. And in the segment. This was cool, man. And I want to know what the hell's going on with the women's tag team championships, bro. You might as well just end them at this point. Just end the fucking championships. There's no point of even continuing with this shit, bro. Because if you're going to keep them around and not do anything with them, then nobody's going to be invested into that. WWE here is just wasting their time. You feel me? So who really cares a fuck about that shit? And this is just a recyclable feud from when Dominic left Rhea for Liv Morgan. This is just the same thing. Dominic leaving Liv for Roxanne. This is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? How many times do we have to see this shit? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people want to see Liv versus Raquel. Roxanne join the Judgment Day, like in Roxanne. This is what you do. This is what I would do. Just have Raquel beat the shit out. Just have Raquel just beat the living shit out of Roxanne and kick her out the group. Send her a clear message. You know what I'm saying? Just send her a clear fucking message. Just get out the group. Because there's nothing to do with this shit. Feel me? Raquel just might as well have the feud with Rhea on her own. Just make it Raquel versus Rhea. I have no problem seeing that feud. So go ahead. There you go. And the guys, I don't care what they do. You know what I'm saying? So up next, we have the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso. This match was decent. I didn't give a fuck about it. You know, like I said, we just have decent-ass superstars in this match. Just a bunch, two jobbers. We have jobber. It's just, literally, we have jobbers in this fucking match. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to talk about the reviewer because I have a couple things to say about this match. Number one, a lot of people are saying we should have Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton in the finals. That's fine, right? But everybody knows that Triple H is going to overbook Cody Rhodes, right? Cody Rhodes does deserve a rematch. So like I said, Cody Rhodes should have just challenged John Cena at Night of Champions or Money in the Bank. Why the fuck can you just have Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at Money in the Bank? You know what I'm saying? We got to have a stupid tag team match. Now we got to rerun the stupid King of the Ring bullshit, right? And there's nothing wrong with competing for the King of the Ring. But let's be real. We could have had this championship match before this situation, right? I would have a problem with Jey Uso winning the King of the Ring and go and face Gunther. You know what I'm saying? And number two, right? Jey Uso, right? What did Jey Uso do to deserve the fucking King of the Ring match anyways? Why don't he just challenge Gunther for a rematch? Oh yeah, I forgot. Because nobody wants to see Jey Uso versus Gunther. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, bro, this here is just a waste of time. You feel what I'm saying? But Cody Rhodes does need his rematch. We're here in this situation. So, just give Cody Rhodes the win. He beats Randy Orton. So this is what I would do. We need to see Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, right? So, just have Cody Rhodes win the fucking King of the Ring. He goes to face John Cena, a 20-minute match. You know what I'm saying? The Rock comes out. The final boss, he comes out at the main event SummerSlam. Costs Cody Rhodes the match. They go on and attack Cody Rhodes like they did in Toronto. Randy Orton comes out. With no music, he just comes out. Everybody cheers. He comes out and just RKO's John Cena. The Rock tries to run out and he grabs The Rock and just throws him around and kicks him in his head. He picks up Cody Rhodes, hits him with the RKO, and just snaps on him, right? Because remember my live videos, right? I had a live video where I said Cody Rhodes is a fucking fraud, right? Because he takes advantage of people and he really does not understand. And people won't call out the fact and don't pay attention in their heads, in their fucking eyes, that Cody Rhodes takes advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? So Randy Orton just snaps on this nigga. Like, nigga, you come around here and think you take my position, take advantage of niggas, and you don't want to give me a fucking title opportunity? Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, why couldn't he just ask him at first? Oh, we know why, because of the politics. They don't want Randy Orton in the main event. Triple H doesn't give a fuck about Randy Orton's success. Here's the thing, right? Just run John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. This main event was a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? This is why I got to give Raw a 5 out of 10, you know? But Cody Rhodes does need his rematch. You know what I'm saying? And with Seth Rollins cashing in, he might as well just cash in on Gunther at this point. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what the hell? You might as well have Sami Zayn win the title and Seth Rollins cashes on him. And Sami Zayn loses a fucking rematch because Sami Zayn is not main event material. We'll just fool. You know, this is, you know, I don't even care at this point. I don't even care. Like, I wish the final boss was here and we have better superstars in position. You know, you have a Drew McIntyre in the field with Damian Priest. Drew McIntyre could easily win King of the Ring and face John Cena and beat his ass. Come on, man. You gotta make things make sense around here. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. This Raw was not bad, and we had a shit main event. Cody Rhodes is going to King of the Ring, and we'll face John Cena at SummerSlam like we always knew.